So I figured tonight, since I'm trying to figure out this whole YouTube thing, and I don't have the greatest audio and cameras and all that, and but I did have a good friend do some videos of that clinic I just did. It was my first clinic. I'd never done a clinic before. I never wanted to. I don't like the idea of clinician. I or anything like that. And I don't want to be famous, and I don't care if anyone knows who I am. And just when they put me in the ground, hopefully it's when I can't ride anymore, and they'll just say he was a really good horseman. That's all I care about. And I care about horses. And I see a lot of stuff all the time about things people do that ain't so fair to the horse. And they're doing it more for them than they are the horse. We all do this for us, right? We get certain pleasure or whatever from horses, or going and winning a buckle or something. I've never won a buckle, and I don't care to. But what I care about is being known as someone who was always fair to the horses he worked with and the horse he has at the time when the great spirit upstairs takes me away. But the point I'm trying to get across to people in doing these videos is that put the horse first. All right, it's not, the horse doesn't wear a watch. It's not on your time. And I watched a lot of the video for the first half of the clinic that I posted the other day, and I heard a lot of chatter in the background from one person who said they had the most bomb-proof horse and they had the worst horses I've ever seen in my life. Didn't listen to a word I said, and that's fine. I just tune it out and work on the people that cared. But that's what you got to do. I know now why people that I met through the years, like Buck or Martin and stuff, they have thick skin and they're kind of gruff and all that, because they've dealt with that on a much larger scale than I ever have. And so tonight I figured I'd talk about certain things that people need to understand with horses. Big thing is time. It's a commitment. It's not a hobby, it's a lifestyle. I actually heard Buck say that 5 years ago. It's not a hobby, it's a lifestyle, and you have to commit to it. So you can't go ride every third Sunday when it's sunny outside and think, my horse is going to be great. I don't care who trained it, how many days of training it had, whatever. It's about you, because 99.99% of all horse problems are the owner. The people do not put the time in it. They don't want to work on it. They don't want to do it. They just say, well, I don't have that kind of time to commit. Well, I don't have a life. I don't do anything else. When I have personal time, I'm on a horse. About 800 plus miles a year is what I do. If I track my miles per month and all that, that's way lighter than I wish I was doing. I wish I was doing 5,000 miles a year, but that's more miles than most people put on in a lifetime, because they get on Sparkles out there and they ride him for 10 miles and they get off and they didn't die, so everything went okay, but he's got a problem with this and a problem with that. Number one is your hands. Most people I meet are not good with their hands. They're either driving the Greyhound bus like this and they're leaning back and they're leaning all over the place, or they're pulling the horse to go this way or that way like it's Pinocchio or something. It's not. It's a horse. It's a living, breathing creature that has a brain and feelings and thought. And people don't put that into any kind of perspective and think about it. So what they need to do is figure out how to read how the horse is feeling. If the horse is tense, right? Now I was riding last week and mine was real tense. I could feel the tension in his body because there was feral hogs all around us where we was going. It was windy. It was cooling off outside, and he was worried. and the scent was carrying across. Well, I know how far I can push him and, you know, things like that. But I know how solid he is and how brave he is. And if he gets in some trouble, I can sort through it. The biggest problem with most people is fear, just constant fear and worry. I ride by myself a lot because I prefer it. I ride by myself because it connects me and the horse, and the horse has no one else to lean from other than me and my guidance, right? So I do it for a reason. And a lot of people that want to ride with me all the time, I think I hurt a lot of people's feelings because I just say, I just want to go work on training stuff, or I just want to go ride by myself. That's why my horse operates at a different level than their horse. And I'm out there doing it constantly, and most people are doing it not even part-time, not even quarter time, not even an eighth of the time. They're just, a nice sunny Sunday and the wind ain't up and the leaves ain't blowing and there's no outside distractions, and they can get that donkey saddled up and go out and ride with absolutely zero participation and look back like this, talk to others and listen to their music or drink their beer while they're riding. That's not riding. That's like not dying on a horse is what it is. And when the event happens where the horse gets thrown out of the way because 40 feral hogs run out of the woods at you, or a deer jumps out of the woods, or, you're in a predicament of sorts, or your horse is scared of cows and you walk into a pasture of 50 of them, then you got a problem. And most people can't figure that out. And that's why you do this with consistency, okay? And education and teaching yourself. So that's why I'm trying to do this and build this idea that people can think differently. There's a million other people way smarter than me doing this and touring all over the country and teaching lessons and doing clinics and stuff. But the stuff I see every day that I deal with on a weekly and daily basis, that I see all the time, is what I'm trying to show. There's a different and a better way. And if you just take your time and you slow down and you work with the horse that you have that day, because they're not the same each day, you can make things work really quick in your favor if you know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, find a mentor, go take lessons, go to reputable people, good people. If you need a list, I'll provide them. I'll let you know when they're having their next clinic. But I'm learning from watching things that I saw in the clinic I just did, where I need to speak up a little bit more and guide people maybe a little bit more, and watch out for the people that are just going to the extreme instead of paying attention to, you don't have to do as much. I thought I did a pretty good job, and we'll see. I'm going to try to do one in the spring, and I don't want to do a bunch. I don't want to go traveling, gallivanting around the world doing this. It's just locally in my area, helping people. And if I impact one person and make their horse's life better, that's it. That's all I care about. And just getting people around here, especially, I mean, it's Texas. You would think people would get it, but no, they don't. It's trying to get the idea across that it can be way subtler and way simpler and way better. I was watching the second version of the clinic, which is a much smaller video, where we was riding and seeing some things tonight. I'll put that up one day next week, or Sunday night or Monday. I don't know. I'm not doing this on a schedule, that's for sure. It's just when I have these ideas, and I'll mix it into some groundwork in the next week or two on, with my partner out there, and showing people that lunging a horse in a round pen is a bad deal, to wear them down, to try to get them to just be so wore out. You can go right outside. After a while, they're not going to be wore out. And a horse that bolts on you and runs off is going to be able to bolt and run off, not from the ranch, but all the way to Houston and back 3 or 4 times. So there's ideas at work, and I didn't invent any of them. I just learned them, and I got pretty good at them, and I'm just going to try to share that to other people. So that's it. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and I hope you have a good weekend. That's it. Good night.